Good afternoon. Welcome back to another channel. And today I'm going to do my live watch along the day, the game between Newcastle and Leicester at St James's Park. And it should be an interesting game. It's two sides of battling it out for different reasons. Leicester's going for the title, for the top 4 place, and we are kind of battling against relegation. Even though we're 8 points clear at the minute, we still need to get as much points as possible. So the fact of the matter is, this is a very good Leicester team, and we got to be on our mettle. And I'm going to get the team line up in a second. So, without further ado, Steve Bruce's field the same team, apart from made 2 changes. One was because he got banned, Hayden, and Jacob Murphy, I think, has been a bit unlucky to make way for Miguel Almiron. But I'll bring up the team sheet up in a minute. So, after Wednesday's game, we put up a pretty good performance, and the fact is, we just got to keep it going. We only won 2 games in the last 9 games, and guess what? We've got to start winning because we haven't scored in the last 3 games. And again, if we can just put our shift, put on show, then who knows, things will be fine. So I'm getting Twitter messages already, but I still need to get people to come on my show. And maybe he's having a Sunday lunch, or someone is like spending time with the family, just in case there's another lockdown. So we're 18 minutes away from the game. So as soon as Steve Bruce comes on for his pre-match interview, I should pull it on and let you guys have a listen. So what the fitness score is going to be today, and who is the team lineup tonight? Are you happy with the team selection? Do you think Steve Bruce is going 3-4-3 according to Sky Sports? And let's hope that he gets his tactics right. It's good to see both long staffs starting, and Miguel wants to give another chance to show what he can do. Jake Murphy's drops to the subs bench, and let's hope we go again. So, we've got some games coming up soon. We've got Arsenal away next week in the FA Cup. Then we've got Sheffield United away and Arsenal away. And then we got Leeds at home, Everton away. So, and I'll just bring the team line up for you. There you go. Don't know if anyone can see that. And in goal, you've got Cardalo. And then you got 3 centre halves. You got Fernandez, Shah, and Clark. Yedlin and Richards wing backs, and then you got 2 midfield long staffs. Then you got Almiron one side, and you got Joe on the other side. Cameron's up front of the zone. So yeah, should be good lineup. I'm happy with that. All we need to do now is go scores. Here's Steve for his interview.
Because Jacob Murphy's done fantastically well, but just think fresh legs will be is what's required.
It's such a busy festive period. It always is. I know you were a bit frustrated against Palace with the result, but when you have players who were able to get a little bit of a rest and you come into the next game, does it feel like a little bit of a luxury almost to have them fresh for this one?
This is Brendan Rodgers.
It was a bit of both for the Palace game. With players that just couldn't.
So smash the like button, and also subscribe if you're new. I've got 157 people subscribing to this in a minute. I hope to push it on to 200 pretty soon.
Virtually played every game and international games as well. So that was a game where we felt we could give him a bit of a rest. He came on for the last half hour and it made a big difference for us. So they're all fit and fresh now and ready to go. And hopefully by the second part of the season we keep as many of them as fit as possible.
What kind of frame of mind did the squad come into this one, given that impressive point against Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, that gives everybody a lift. Of course it does, because I think today's our 7th game in 23 days. So we all know it's been pretty demanding. And with the fixtures we've had, Man City, Liverpool, now Leicester today, it couldn't have been any tougher. So, but it's give everybody a lift, the Liverpool performance, and something more like what we're looking for. So another one today, 3 days later.
Well, Matty Longstaff, Graham, you were there when he burst onto the scene, a bit like Micah did, of course, back in the day.
Right, that's the interviews with both managers, and Steve is seems confident and Brendan is the same. So, what do you think of the team lineup? Like I said, are you happy with the squad? If you leave your comments down below and let us know, or you can leave a comments. Like I said, I will reply back as much as I can. So, it should be a cracking game. So, I'm also on Twitter. So, if you want to follow us and get all the mates to say follow us on this live watch along. So, this is the second one I'm doing. So, should be a good day. So, I got no messages yet. The game is 14 minutes away. And tell me, do you think Newcastle will stay up this season? Leave it down there. And are you happy the long staff starting? I am, because I don't think I've seen them play together. So let's see what they can do. If they produce both of them, then who knows? But I'm pretty glad Shelby's not on the team, to be quite honest here, because he had a good season at all. And he has his off years, he has his good years, but this season's been pretty poor. And for me, it's not good enough to be in this team at the minute. And also, I'm quite happy with the 3 centre-backs. They've all put in the shift in the other night. I thought they were all fantastic. Fabian Schär, outstanding at the back. And if he keeps it up, then I'll give this guy a new contract because he's worth a contract. But for me, I think he'd be on his way at the end of the season. Unfortunately, I'm sad because I know Rafa is amazing. So for Leicester, if you're going to get any joy today, Jamie Vardy is the one who's going to be marked pretty closely because the guy is absolutely electric and he's still one of the best centre forwards in the country. And if you make any mistakes against him, if you let him through, he'll do you after pace and he'll punish you as well. But he's not the only one who's quality in the Leicester team. You've got Harvey Barnes, he's quality. Tillmans is quality. Ndidi, fantastic defensive midfielder. And in the engine room, quality. He's been linked to a lot of clubs in the past, but he seems happy at Leicester. So I think Leicester fans will love him for staying. And you also got to watch out for Brighton. He's doing well. He's not a world-class player. He's not elite, but he does the job for us and he works so hard. So he's a canny player, him. And in defence, watch out for Wesley Fofana. Young lad, getting rave reviews, costs Leicester £30 million for Saint-Étienne from France. Class player, class defender, and he'll play for the French national team very, very soon. Trust us on that. I don't think he'll be at Leicester for 5 or 6 years. He'll be at one of the elite clubs. So, last night's result, kind of gone our way a little bit. Brighton early drew. Palace yesterday won. And Fulham on playing today against Burnley because that's been postponed because of coronavirus. And there you go. So I'm hoping to get the green screen soon to upgrade my channel. So I got a new computer yesterday, my Apple Mac Pro, and it's going really well. And if I can just get a green screen, I'll go rack it behind this, different backgrounds, one happy man. So I've done a couple of videos. I've done the live press conference reaction. I'm hoping to do the post press conference reaction later on, where I'm going to record it or stream it. So look out for that. I'll do my player ratings at the end of the game later on. So just enjoy it. And I'm not, listen, I've got the experience that the other guys has. I only just started this. So I'm going to keep it going because this is what I enjoy doing. Like to live stream and one of my hobbies. I love the YouTubes and a late comer. So if you've got any messages first, please give us a message and I'll answer the questions for you. We've got another 10 minutes to go before the kick-off. Are you feeling nervous with this game? Are you confident in this game? Or are we going to get absolutely battered by this team? For me, I've got it down to 1-1 draw. I think it could actually get something out of this game today, as long as our defence are doing really well and concentrate at the back. So I'm going to do other contents in the week, not just Newcastle. I could be doing the Premier League content, the latest round. I'm going to do the daily transfer update, and I'll be doing more, so I'm going to get involved quite a lot. So I'm getting a few Twitter messages here. So many to read out. I'll just get it up for you. And I'll be doing more, so I can get involved quite a lot. I can aim myself on it. Oh my god. So, other questions. Do you think Newcastle's going to stay up this season? Are you confident the team got there? It's going to be confident to stay up this season. I'm going to give my decision probably at the end of January, middle of February to say where we are, because it's still a long season. Yeah, so wouldn't put it past there. And the January the daily transfer January window is open now. So are we going to get any loan buys? Are we going to make any permanent signings? So I pretty much doubt. Is Alain Saint-Maximin going to stay? Is he going to leave? I don't think he will, because no one ain't after him unless there's something behind the background. So I like to see this guy stay. And Jamal Lascelles, I'm hearing he's coming back in next week or two because he's training again, but not for this game. So I tweeted it out a couple of days ago. If anyone wants to join me on my chat, do like a live stream together, come and join my channel. Let us know, and I'll get you on there. So get a bit of a banter along the way. So I'll be starting that soon. So I've got a couple of people viewing this at the minute, so please keep it up. On my first stream, I had something about 60 views, but most of them didn't leave a comment. Please leave a comment if you can, because it helps us immensely, because I could do better. If I'm doing a good job, cool. If I don't, they'll improve it. So we've got another 7 minutes before the kickoff. And Steve is just giving us last minute instructions to the players, telling them what to do. It's quite chilly out there, I know that. So I'll stick to the 1-1 draw. Just going to tweet this out now. And hoping that I'm getting people from Australia and Canada and America. Please join in if you can. It's different times over there. I know that's a fact. So, won't be too long now for the game. Just tweeted it out, said I'm live. I'd love to get 200 people live, but there's so many streams channels these days, you know? There's too many to name. So if you've got a choice to pick one, great. But I'm hoping to do a joint live streaming one day. And I wish this game come on now, like, because I'm buzzing for absolutely buzzing. Buzzing! So, what do you think of the season so far in Newcastle? Are you happy? Are you happy with the season so far? Are you starting to pick up, or are you still concerned? We're in 15th in the minute and 19 points above Burnley and Brighton. So it's still a long way to go. So whoever's joined in, hello to you guys. I just seen a chat there. Comments. Sure. So, and Basil Bush, 06 Basil Bush, what do you think the score is going to be, John? I'm going to say 1 each. I said that this morning. I'm sticking by that. I know a lot of people are going to say we're going to get absolutely slaughtered, but if we put on a performance on like we did on Wednesday, excuse me, obviously be absolutely fine. But we have got to be tight on Vardy. And the way Leicester breaks, they're absolutely devastating on the counter-attack. So you've got to be so much better on that. So what do you think the score is going to be, my friend? I'm having problems with me comments board at the minute. So sure that. No jump. So, so it should be a players are just about to come out. Leicester's coming out first, and hopefully Newcastle come out soon. So, do you think, I'm asking the people out there now, do you think taking the knee, do you think that should be stopped, or do you think they should keep it going? If you leave it down there first and just send us a message. And should Jamal Lascelles, when he's fit, do you think he should start? For me, personally, no, I don't think he should. He should have to work his way in because even though he's a captain, but at the end of the day, the three lads you got at the back are doing really well. So the answer to that one is no. Make him sub. Do you know what? I'm having a lot of problems with this chats in a minute. Kushjella Crush, or Kushjella Kush, I meant to say. Good afternoon to you, my friend. We're going to get overrun and outpaced in the midfield. Well, according to the system on Sky, he's playing a 3-4-3. 3 at the back, 4 across the midfield, 3 at the front. So he shouldn't really be overrun. But I can see what he's trying to say because they got canny players in the midfield. But I can see what he comes on. I think he will. I think he will get overrun in midfield. So yeah, it looks like 3-4-3, not a 5-4-1. So, and I'm looking forward to watch the two Longstaffs together. It's the first time I've done it, seen them played. So, see how they get on. Just go on to Russell. Good afternoon, Russell. Thanks for joining on, mate. Here we go. Come on a tune. Not confident, but it's not against Liverpool. So you never know. I have to agree with you there. Have to agree, Russell. You just never know. And another message for 06 Basil Brush. Hi again. Being not like the pool game as they were poor and didn't get out to the second gear. Have to agree with you. They missed so many chances, Liverpool. Salah, Mane, they're the culprits as well. And if I was a Liverpool fan, I would not be impressed at all whatsoever. If they really want to put us to the sword, they could well have done on that night. And Jurgen Klopp was absolutely stroppy. Are they going to win the league this season? It go to the wire. I said before the start of the season, I said Man United's going to win the league. So, yes, I'll still sticking by that. I still think Man U's going to win the league because they haven't got their best players, Liverpool. Van Dijk's out, Matip is out. And, yeah. There you go. So, Leicester's playing 4-2-3-1. We're moments away from the kickoff. And I did have someone from California on the last watch along. Oh, she turns up the game because she was fun, absolute fun. And also, me Twitter followers, it'd be great for you to come on my channel as well. Just say, even if it's just good luck on me live watch along, cool, do it, So, and just look at Jerry Fowler's record. He scored 19 goals in the last 20 Premier League away games. That is some going, that's some going. Cracking player, him. And he's 34 years of age. What a player. So let's hope we do a pressing game again. No standing off. It's just about to get off. And also, I want to talk about Sam Allardyce as well. Since he took over West Brom, he's been mouthing it off. Yeah, he needs to zip it. He needs to keep his mouth shut because he's only been in a job for 2 minutes. And already he wanted the game to be called off last night against Arsenal. Yeah, that's not his decision, right? He needs to belt up because he's feeling the pressure now by the sounds of it. And he needs to win some games. Otherwise, they could be heading down with Sheffield United. The game is just about on this way. Like I said, smash the likes up, like and subscribe, and also leave the comments down below. and I'll read messages out whenever I can. And it's just kicking off now. Started well, starting person, which is good. And do you think you're going to stay up for relegation? Like I said earlier on, are we going to stay up this season? I think it'd be close because the teams below us, we got to go away at them. So that's not going to be easy. And it's nice to see us pressing as well, which is great. And it's also see Matty Longstaff in the game as well. His first start in a row. I love that player. He is a breath of fresh air in a minute. A breath of fresh air. He's genius. He runs around. He tackles. And he gets stuck in. In the games I watch of him, I've been very impressed with this guy. That midfield berth should be his own. And I'll never play Shelby again, personally. Not from the start anyway. And let's hope Joe Linton has a good game again. He needs to get stuck in as well. It's nothing. Still 0-0 after nearly 3 minutes gone. Nothing drama. There's no dramas at the minute. So it looks like both teams will be a little bit cagey at the moment. But Leicester attacking it in a minute. So Leicester's coming forward. Oh, just wide from Leicester. That's a great effort from Madison there. That's a warning sign there because at this moment we allowed him to back off. Look at it again. He's come forward, went for attack and missed. Went for a left for curler and it was just far Darlow's left hand post. That was a warning shot there. Went quite wide at the end of the day, but that's still got it in there. So still 0-0. So I've asked this question before, talking about Darlow. Do you think Darlow should be the England squad? For me, 100%. Because at the end of the day, his form is absolutely fantastic. He's been my player of the season. He should be our captain. That's my captain as a goalkeeper. And he is absolute class. So, and if he's not picked for the Euros next season or in the summer, then something's wrong with our goalkeeping. Because Jordan Pickett is crap. I don't rate him. Oh, let's come forward again. Well cleared there. Cost comes in, heads away. Yeah, Leicester's going for it in a minute. Because they're quite on top. And Leicester's having the ball, come forward. Standing off again, still standing off. We need the pressure. Well on, Matty. Would you give Matty Longstaff a long-term contract? He's only got 18 months left on the deal. And the way Bruce has treated him, he's been an absolute disgrace. Some of the games he could have played, and he's come out and saying, oh, it's the weight loss problem. Yeah, but he looks well. Like I said, he has got to be in that midfield berth all the time because the guy loves the club and he puts in 100% effort every game I've seen him. So still 0-0. Battle goal on the midfield. Plenty of hoofs. So I've got an Everton fan here if I could find. With Sue. Hi, Sue. How are you doing, Petty? Okay. Thanks for coming on. And she says, hi, John. I agree with you over Jordan Pickford. Sue, listen, I'm not digging him. I'm not cussing him, right? He can be a good keeper, but he makes so many mistakes, you know. He makes so many mistakes. And with Cardalo, he doesn't make mistakes, and that is the difference. But, by the way, Robin Olsen, I watch a lot of Italian football and I watch his progress. Yeah, he's done okay for Roma, but since he's come to Everton, he's done bits for you. I'd keep him on. I'd definitely keep him. Definitely keep him 100%. So that's Sue, Everton supporter. And I hope Everton get in the top 4 this season because they're doing really well. But lost on Friday against West Ham. Apparently they were poor. Very, very poor by all accounts. And I've got Jane Huatran. Hi, son. Hope you're okay. Suspect Macti wasn't picked over fitness and injury issues. Well, I think Bruce's messed him about, to be quite honest. He is, you know. I mean, he's been messed up, sort of thing. And he signed a 2-year deal on the basis he's going to stay at the club. And he just hasn't picked him. He picks his favourites, like John Joe Shelby all the time. And it's so frustrating because I'm not seeing a good performance from John Joe this season at all whatsoever. To me, he's been like the 5th centre-back at times, trying to do his Hollywood passes, and it doesn't come off. And he's lazy as well. So, for me, come the end of the season, if he leaves the club, then I've got to say, I'm not going to lose any sleep over him. He'll be 29 at the time, but I think he's done at the club. He is done. He wants to go to West Ham or any London clubs, or mediocre London clubs, yeah, go for it. So I don't know if Sue is there. Sue, if you're still there, right? What do you think of Carlo Ancelotti? How do you think he's doing? I think he's doing a wonderful, wonderful job for you this season. You should keep him for a long time. So still 0-0. And I'll say Leicester slightly at top because no one's progressing at this moment. But the game's getting a bit messy, and we need to string a few attacks going, and you need to have a shot on goal. Because at the moment, where we get the bar, Leicester keeps pressing us. Just looking at the most away points of the season, Leicester has picked up 19 points, 19 away points this season. Man U the same, Villa with 16, Everton, Sue's team, with 16. So, cross coming in. Please smash the like button and subscribe for us as well. Oh, it's just getting exciting. Yeah. So, still quiet to this end. I might get Twitter messages on because sometimes I get Twitter messages as well because they can't come on YouTube for some reason. So I've still got quite a few people watching this screen or stream. The problem is some want a message and some don't want to. That's their choice. Like I said, I got a brand new computer yesterday. Apple Mac Pro. Paid quite a lot of money for it as well, mind. Quite a good investment going on in a minute. So I'm loving it, but there's so many. Oh, it's Jamie. Oh, that's close. Leicester's going to go be in there. Oh, it's a goal kick, but it's very close for Leicester. Very, very close. They should have been 1 up. Should have been 1 up. Oh, Markins tell he's offside anyway. It's just offside, but J4 was saying, pull the ball back, and it came to nothing. It's pull ball in the end as a goal kick. But that's a warning sign for Newcastle. There's teamings with that awkward pass and came and out in the end, but that's a warning sign. He was close than Vardy. It's got another comment here. Chien, I just seen this one, mate. He left. Peter will do, mate. I agree with you over Shelby being a bit of a liability. He's a luxury player as well. He doesn't seem to be able to keep up with the intensity of games. And another thing is, he slows the game down as well at times, you know, when people are moving. And it can be a bit frustrating. But again, he only had 12 months left on his contract. Whose decision to give him a 3-year deal? I have no idea. But the guy's done anyway. It's past it. I'm not a fan of Shelby. And to me, he just doesn't produce it enough. And when the pressure goes on as well, he just doesn't fancy it. But the one thing I will say, he doesn't get sent off as much. Newcastle go and play the ball at the top, and Callum just couldn't control it. Goal kick. So Leicester's having the ball in their own half. And it seems they're doing better with the ball as well. But we still haven't really got going, haven't we? No shots on target from us. No shots on goal for Leicester, but they had the good chance earlier on. Oh dear. Leicester's just scored. Or hasn't he? Offside. Again, there's a wake-up call again. Our defence has got to be switched on with Vardy. Who's picking them up, though? Who's picking them up? Oh, was he close? I think he may be a toe offside. I'll show VAR to check that. But I can tell you now, it was very, very close. But offside was good. And it's still 0-0. So, who do you think we should buy in January or loan? We're after a left back, after one or two midfielders, and we definitely need another striker as well in case Callum gets injured. Because I tell you now, if he gets injured, we are knackered. Then Joe Linton has gone off boards. Andy Carroll doesn't score any at all. And Dwight Gale is injury prone. It's a shame. We just haven't got going at all, haven't we? But Leicester's being the progressive team at this moment. By the way, it's a lovely finish from Vardy. Lovely finish out of Darlow and into the back of the net, but it's called offside. But his record against us in scoring goals has been absolutely fantastic in the past. Every time we play him, every time we face him, we seem to have a bit of problems with his pace, his power, and his movement. We need to do something about that. Still Leicester have the ball, has got out of play. Now we've got to make use of this because we're in deep into the half and we've got to use something about it. We need to get those balls in the box and cause the defence problems. And we just haven't done this yet. And our form of late, 2 wins for 9 games, has been a problem at this moment. Yes, we got a good, decent result against Liverpool, but we haven't scored for the last few games, and that needs to be improved very, very quickly. Leicester on the attack again. Easy cut out. Easy cut out. Oh, man. Newcastle coming forward, just in their box. God, that's a terrible ball, that. Okay, got it back. The way Leicester closing this down as well is very good as well. I like the shape as well. Like the shape. But we found it very tough at breaking them down at this moment. Hi, Connor. How you doing, mate? If I just going to find the onion bag here, like John. A couple minutes ago, Connor, he did, but I was called offside. Miranda Darlow, it was offside. But that's a wake-up call for our defence. Another chance of that again, and it will not be a wake-up call. The goal will stand. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Oh, hit the ref, by the way. So, yeah, I think he will do soon, mate, because at the minute we're not creating out. And we're allowing them to play it again. So, great call. This is to be second live watch along, and I'll quite enjoy this. But next time I do one, I'm going to try and get a guest on as well for the whole 90 minutes, which would be great. Have a banter. I'm sure one or two people will come on with us, which is great. If you do, just let us know. Tweet us for, what is the next home game? I think it's the Leeds home game next, isn't it? Because we've got Arsenal away, and we've got Sheffield United away and Arsenal away. Yeah, Leeds game's going to be the next home game. So if anyone can come and join us, please let us know, and then I'll get you on there. Or I may get an extra one on as well. So we do 2 or 3. Newcastle on the attack. That's a great ball. Go on. Don't. He's offside. He's offside. Comes in. Oh, header from Joe straight at the keeper. That's more like it, Newcastle. You've got to do more of that. And now Leicester's breaking away for Brighton. And he gets a corner. So we've got to keep going. We're going to get a chance. They're going to get a chance as well. So that's our first chance. Jolin's header straight at the keeper. So Leicester's record from set pieces is not that good. I don't think they score from a corner at all this season. So like, subscribe to my channel, and if you leave comments down below, the more comments I get, the better. Quarter comes in. Missed by everyone. They still have the ball. Oh, great clearance. Well done, Joe. What a ball. Oh, the keeper's come out a long way and gets it. Oh, as Joe Linton played a lovely ball over the top. Wilson's going to break away, but out came Casper, and he clears it out from a throw-in. But that's more like it. Saw the danger early, like most keepers would have stayed on the line. And it's still 0-0 at St James's Park. 20 minutes coming up. That's a free kick to Newcastle. Free kick to us. DeAndre's being fouled. I think the first goal in this game is going to be really crucial, because whoever scores first, he's got an advantage. Where if Leicester score first, we got to change our game very quickly. Because I can see Leicester getting 1 or 2, maybe 3, if they keep going. So It's absolutely bleak here in Bristol at the minute. It's absolutely freezing cold here. Freezing's -2 here at the minute. Apparently, going to get worse. Seconds free kick for Newcastle. Goal. Oh, close. Let's come forward. Get a crossover. Ah, that's crap. Absolutely crap. Still have it. That should be a free kick, ref. Go on our channel, another message here. Chian, is it just me or does playing Yedlin means we move into more advanced positions on the right? He's coming forward a little bit, I'll give you that. But when he does come forward, he has to have an end product. He's not a very good crosser of the bar, isn't he? And sometimes his defence looks a bit suspect, but he defended well the other night. But I've noticed he's coming a bit forward as well. So, yeah. Still 0-0. And Leicester's coming forward. Come, where's your man? I still got to see clean. That's better. Never a free kick. Every time ball gets over the top and Wilson breaks away, there comes Casper every single time. That's twice now. But to me, he's a cracking keeper. But we need to be a bit more pressing. Oh, I'm pressing. Yeah, Leicester's still having the ball, but he's just not doing any pressing at all. We're just going back to the spooce ball stuff now. Just stand off them when they get the bar. We're just not shifting at all whatsoever. All we're doing is just going sideways and not pressing them forward. And it's so frustrating because we got to get out of the faces. Not doing it. Oh, that's better. We pressed in the end and forced that for through in. See if I've got any Twitter messages coming up. I'm getting a lot of views, but they're still not messaging us. Please leave a message and I'll answer your questions there. But has it been a good game so far? For me, not really. And its percentage, no surprise. Newcastle 37%, Leicester 63%. That's a goal kick. That's the thing. Our percentage has got to come up, right? Because the fact of the matter is, it's just not good enough. We need to get those percentages up if we can. And it looks like Jamie Vardy is doing. That doesn't look good. Is it Jamie? No, I think it's Morrison. Yeah, Morrison. Just look at it again. Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. I don't know how long. I mean, just getting medical attention now. I think he's got his hands over his face, so that doesn't look a good one there at the minute. But the game is for break in a minute after 26 minutes. I'm going to do some more contents this week. I'm going to do the Premier League roundup, and I might do a couple of different clubs as well on the season so far in a minute, especially the Man U one, Liverpool one as well. But I'm going to do the Man U one first, I think, because I got a few Manchester United fans as well who follow us, and they've been fantastic with us. You know, they always get them the mentions and stuff, and always gets us involved, which is great. So, and it's nice to have different followers and different teams, which I think is great. I had a Man U fan on the other night, Claire. She's absolutely fantastic. Speaks to her all the time. I just had Everton supporter as well. Of course, Sue. Sounds lovely. And I want to get fans, not just the Newcastle fans, but fans all over, you know, all over the world to come and chat, come and streams, and tell us about their clubs and how their season's been. So you know what to do. You just leave your comments down below, like and subscribe, smash it up, and we'll just ask some questions and I'll do the best I can. So it looks like Marston's going to come back on the pitch with his pink boots on. He's just on and off a little bit. And the game's back on again. But they only had one chance at the moment when Joe Lund's header went straight to Kasper Schmeichel. But other than that, we haven't really done much of the ball. I think Callum tried to make things happen, raced away, but had to be caught out by Schmeichel. But other than that, he didn't do a great deal. Not in this game. Come on. Yeah, I'm getting a few people viewing this as well, which is great. If you just please keep it up, and it'd be amazing. It's a free kick to Leicester. There's not a lot of things to say about this game at the minute. It's just like Leicester and the final third, like kind of messes things up. When close at all times. And I've noticed as well, just seen a tweet on, just watch this action first. Yeah, I just want to see the tweets earlier on, right? When Sky Sports has come on for our match, they've been talking about Chelsea Man City for about half an hour before they even talked about our game. Yet again, they put us back in the queue again. Just got a tweet here from Paul, the two of you. What a guy he is, getting followed as well. Brilliant tweet this. Judging by the tweets on here, Sky Sports, once again, not talking about our game, our match, and instead focus on a match later. Utter shambles, man. I don't put it on until it's kick-off. You know what I mean? I think it's a joke. He's right there. End of the day, it should be our game, yeah, and not the Chelsea Man City game. That comes after our game, yeah. Yet again, we don't exist anymore. Not from the Premier League. They don't care about us. And this is another thing needs to be started because it's just not good enough. Let's on attack again. I wonder if Miggy Almiron's been involved at all, because I haven't seen him at all in this game. He's been quiet. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he's not getting the ball. He's just quiet. I just don't think he's been involved in anything at the minute. Everything's got to come through the middle. So, got the ball back. Oh, terrible control, Joe. Terrible. Oh, well done. Just one shot on target the whole game. And batters that header from Joe Linton straight to the keeper. But it's not been a good game. And this is the thing. Scoring goals is a problem because you just don't create enough. I like to see my wingers running down the wing and putting the balls across. And I've not seen that. Still 0-0. But that tweet I just read out from Paul, he's right, correct, absolutely correct. They just don't seem to care. And it seems that Sky is losing a lot of Newcastle subscribers at this moment in time. And can you blame them? Not at all. Not at all. Let's see if we can make something out of this now. We've got a throw in deep into their half. Level the penalty box. Oh, Christ. Poor control there. So, people, do you think Miguel Almiron is being unfairly treated by Steve Bruce? Do you think he's playing his right position? Or is he happy being at Newcastle? For me, I don't think he is now because at the end of the day, it's so frustrating because he wants to play as a number 10. He's not getting that chance. So it's just me. But he just hasn't been in the game at all whatsoever. Oh, that looks like a handball. Ah, control? Flipping heck. Yeah, got a message here. We don't really have someone to break the Leicester press with a good pass. We tend to try crossfield balls and makes us predictable going forward. Yeah, good shout, mate. We're so predictable in a minute. We need to change it up. We need to try something different. Leicester now knows what we're like. We're just so predictable, you know? We need to make through balls. We need to get balls out wide and not trying these cross balls all the time. You need to change it up, do something different. We need to get Matt and Sean into the game more. We need to get Amir into the game more. We need to give him the ball, see what I can deep. He's just not getting it at all. That's it. That's better. That's better. Oh. It seems to me that Yedlin is doing okay since he's came back. But is he auditioning for a move away? Is he auditioning for a move away because he's stepping up now? But would I keep him next season? Would you keep DeAndre Yedlin next season? Or you just let him go? Even though he's played well the other night. This is a poor game at the minute. And I keep saying that it's not been good at all. It's going through, Darlow. Jamie Fodder, yeah, I see you scored. No, you didn't. Schmeichel, Castle Schmeichel, apart from that save in Jordan, hasn't done a lot for me. Now it's Darlow. He hasn't done a lot neither. Yeah, I've mentioned him as well, being out of the game. I suspect we need to feed him with the through balls as he tries to move the right-hand channels. For me, I think he needs to play as number 10. I've always said that. When he's on the wide side, he just doesn't get involved, but in the middle, he does. But I've not seen him for that at all. Oh, Christ. Control. That was him just there and failed to control it. But would you make a change at half time? Would you take off Miggy? Because he hasn't really done enough. And he take him off and bring on Murphy just for his dynamism, for his skill and his pace, and to work hard as well. Would you bring him in? Because he hasn't really done a lot, has he? So it's the thing. And on to the incoming games, got Arsenal in the Cup next week, inform Arsenal doing the last 3 games and scoring goals as well in the process. Yes, it might be West Brom, but at the end of the day, you've got to beat what's in front of you, simple as that. And after Arsenal, we've got Sheffield United away. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends nils each. Then we've got Arsenal in the league. Then we've got Leeds at home. And on the Leeds game, I'm going to try and get someone to join us on my chat as well, do like a joint live show. And then we've got Sue's Everton again, away from home. And then we've got Palace at home. We've got to play a lot better than this. We've got to start scoring goals sooner and create the service of Callum. That's another thing. No one ain't giving Callum the service. And if he doesn't get the service, he doesn't score goals. It's as simple as that. Oh, that's a bad tackle there. But player advantage, let's come forward. Comes in, and that's a corner. That's a corner kick. Lovely Leicester move there. Yeah, I totally agree there, Joe Linton. Thing is, right, I mean, I could split the fans of Joe Linton, I really could. I mean, people agree with us, people think I'm digging him out. I'm not digging him out at all whatsoever. I just speaks the truth. I just say I have it like it is, yeah? But according to the message, so I meant to talk about his touch needs to be better. Yeah, I agree with you. His touch is just absolutely heavy. And also, his shots can be a bit weak as well. Like the one against Palace, he just about scored that. But at the end of the day, he's a good finisher at Hoffenheim. He can finish at Hoffenheim, but he hasn't done it in Newcastle just yet. But at the end of the day, 3 goals in 52 league games, that is not good enough. That is not good enough for a guy that costs £40 million. People say, yeah, but the transfer is not his fault. Yeah, but he's a number 9 and he should be scoring more goals and putting himself about. But I will praise him if he does well, and I will salute and I will curse him if he doesn't do well. That's what I'm like. I say how it is. And if you don't like it, tough. So it's still 0, coming up to 40 minutes, and it's still 0-0. And again, Leicester's having a better chances, but it's the final ball's been letting them do it in a minute. And as for us, we haven't created much. We haven't created hardly nought. Going for Callum's on the left-hand side. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Newcastle, man. Make an effort. Leicester's on the break. And it's cleared away calmly. Which, see, look, we hoof it up to no one. You got to play a bit of football, man. Don't hoof it up. Oh, Christ. And when I say that, Miggy's gone down. think his clutching is I. He's not been in the game for us today. Like at the moment, he's been so quiet. I mean, if I had my way, I would have dropped in a 3 out of 10 in a minute. Dream maybe he's a 4. And a minute he's a 3. So taking time out a minute, still 0-0. I wonder what Steve will do in the second half. Got cut this time. I wonder what he'll do in the second half. Do you think he'll change it up? Would he bring on Murphy for Almiron? Or would he bring on Dwight Gale? Mays for Jordan with a bit of PS up front. Because you're going to need someone. You need to change it up. Like, because at the moment, you're creating next to out. And it's so frustrating. But at least it's still in the game. And it's 0 each. Not losing. Yeah, I've got quite a few people coming on now, like, which is great. So please smash the likes up and like and subscribe if you're new. And again, keep those comments coming through and make my channel a wee bit better. Leicester's on the attack again. It's a corner. So Bruce won't be changing any time in a hurry, to be honest. That's the thing. He doesn't change things up. Like, he's quite happy to play for a draw. He doesn't want to play for a win, really. He doesn't gamble. That's the thing. He doesn't take chances. Again, unfortunately, he needs to do something great. He needs to change it up with Joe Linton and Almiron, because to me, they've not been doing much at the minute. That's just been me. Oh, Hiram Hansen. That's the thing. Personally, it's been a poor game. I'll give it till 60 minutes, and then he's got to do something about it. Take off Almiron, unless he steps it up, and then bring on Murphy for his wing player. Because he needs to do something different, give him the bar. Personally, I thought he's been unlucky being dropped for Almiron. But to me, I don't think he's been the same player under Boost. Almiron. It's just a shame. And I think he must have known this as well. There we go. He just keeps hoofing it up all the time. Go on, keep going, Joe. Keep going. Oh, Fofana, what a player he is. He's only, 19-year-old, and his ball control and his passing from the back is just immense. Absolutely immense. Leicester's come forward. And brilliant play from Shah. Well done, lad. Of course, we cut out a play for treatment. Who's at 4? Yeah, Shah. So, what do you think of the half so far, guys? Are you happy with 0-0 draw at the minute? Have we played well? Have we created enough? And are we still in the game in this? If you just leave your comments down below, like and subscribe to us, and I'll reply back as soon as I can. Oh, little nit there from Vardy. And Shah's getting some treatment in a minute. Still 0-0. And there's 4 minutes of added on time. It could be more than that by the time Shah gets sorted out. And when we play Arsenal in the FA Cup next week, would you still play the strongest team out? Or is Boost going to, deliberately field a weekend team? So you give our first team as a rest. I can see Andy Carroll playing in that game as well. and I could see Shelby playing as well. So, and will he play a 4-4-2 against Arsenal or even 4-2-3-1? I think I wouldn't be surprised if he went 5-4-1 again. He always does that against big teams, doesn't he? 5-4-1. But me personally, if you get knocked out of the FA Cup, then for me, it's not the end of the world. We just have to concentrate on fighting relegation and beating the drop, even though we're safe at the minute, 8 points clear. So if you get knocked out of the cup, then it will be the end of the world for me. We're going to get beat off Arsenal anyway. We never do beat Arsenal these days, don't we? Especially at the Emirates, because you haven't got a brilliant record out there. We won once at the Emirates, and that was from Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll goal back in 2010. Remember, serves us right. So, again, people from Australia and America as well on my first one. And it's been great to get people on my chat all over the world, not just in the UK, all over the world, in Europe, Asia, New Zealand. I'll post it out on Twitter that I'm live and they know about it. Got a message from Aidan Kelly. Hi, Aidan. Thanks for joining along, kid. The ref seems to like stopping the game a lot. He does, Ashley. I've noticed that. I don't know why, but he seems to be happy. He seems to be happy, keep stopping the game. And it doesn't flow to get, just over Leicester. That's a brilliant corner. Fofana header over the top. Wow. See it again? Lovely corner by Madison. Out. It was an in-swinger. Outswing Ashley. Oh, it's a free header. Who was picking them up, man? So, yeah, this referee is not very happy, is he? So, going back to saying one, in can say concert. Haven't pumped me chat there. Rianne, how are you doing? And she said, morning, guys. Early start from California. Overslept. Missed the first 30, but it looks like a bunch of individuals who don't know how to work as a team. Lots of effort, but not a lot of cohesion. Rianne, to be honest with you, mate, especially if you went back straight to bed, because you're not missing much, to be honest with you, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, we had one chance, and that was Joe Linton's header straight at Schmeichel. But other than that, we haven't done a great deal. We haven't. But let's have a couple of chances as well, but it's the final balls and letting them down. Jeremy Vardy scored around the Dara into the back of the net, but that's offside. So quite lucky there. And we just had another chance there from a free kick, and that has gone out for a goal kick. And Aiden said, concert. Yay, Aiden. I was in concert, mate. I was in concerts. Look, there's a canny place. I used to go clubbing there years ago, like in concert, like Trades and 70 City. And canny time there's like canny times there, you know. Absolutely loved it. You know, all the lasses there, get chatted up all the time and easy to chat to. Love me boogieing, love me dancing. But I'm afraid I'm too old to go to clubs now. Too old to go. So just coming up to half time, still 0-0. Sure, the referee's going to blow us in a minute now. Oh, here we go, the break in. Oh, great tackle there. Great tackle by Shah. This guy, honestly, is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant player, him. Give this guy a new contract, man. That's a goal. Oh, that's a free kick. So I hope California's good with you, Rianne. I hope I'm having a good time. What are you there, Rianne? What's the weather like in California? I hope it's warm there, man, because I've never done it before, and I'd love to go to California, man. And that's half time, by the way. That's Newcastle 0, Liverpool 0. Not a great game, if I'm honest with you. Leicester had the better chances. We only had one chance, and I header from Joe Linton straight to Schmeichel. But other than that, it hasn't been a good game. Let's think of it. Going for better. It needs to be picking up. So, guys, tell us what you think of the first half then? It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts. I'm looking at a couple of Twitter messages here as well. One of them about Joe Linton. He needs to look after the ball a bit better. And he had a reply that he's absolutely shite. Yeah. It's not been a good first half for me. Got a tweet from Alan, Toon fan, regular follower. He said, these Sky commentators are really peeing them off. You're not the only one, my friend. It's all about Leicester, but FFS, right? How to go at Wilson for Nout, then how to go at Shah. The commentary is so biased. You are right. I mean, I've got the volume down anyway, so I can't hear a thing. So, and got a message from Ian. Come back to Ian and then Aiden. Shah's getting back to his Rafa form. Great to see him playing with confidence. Yes, same here, mate. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. The thing is, though, he could be on his way in January or could be in the summer. Inter Milan wants him as well. And if he carries on like that, then I think he'd be good enough to play in Italy for me because I love Italian football. Obviously, I can't watch the Italian game because I'm doing live along watch along. So I can't do Mount Bella, can I? So, and then from the same lad, we just shout had our own first half. Leicester edged it. I think we need to be more adventurous for in the middle and get Matty on the ball more. Possibly push for the fullbacks up more. We need to start having a go because at the end of the day, I've always said if you have a go at these teams and you get beat, okay, cool, I'll take that. But because you only have one shot on target, one chance, and you get beat and you're not putting the effort in, then there's going to be criticism as well. And I don't want to do that, but it needs must. But you're right, we need to get Matty on the ball a bit more. And I'm sure Shelby will come on some stage, I can guarantee you that. So, and then you got Ryan again. It's cold and it's grey. Yeah, it's absolutely freezing cold here, Ryan. Very cold here now. But I tell you something, mate. Right, Spain cannot come around quickly enough. It's absolutely freezing cold. So guys, what do you make of the first half then? If you just drop your comments there, and I read some of them out for this as well. I'm going to read some Twitter messages as well. Got quite a few people. Got Paul again to review. My guy. Well, people are going to realise we haven't scored a goal now in 7 hours of football. Wow. That's 3 games. That's 3 games we haven't scored. This is the 4th game coming up, right? And we just haven't done it. It's just not good enough. And it needs to be sorted very quickly. Got Liam as well. Stream and watching have said NFC were superb in the first half. I'm just not trying to be negative, but they think they've been absolutely shite. What am I missing? Liam, you haven't missed a thing, mate. You haven't missed a thing. Haven't missed a thing. And this is the thing. Yeah, Sky Sports, right, loves watching us. We're one of the most watched teams in the Premier League, right? And Sky wants to see us because you know why? Because we can see goals and they know we're a shite team. They're not going to admit that we are shite, yeah? They do that all the time. It's so frustrating. And another thing is as well, right? They just love, all these pundits, yeah, has come out and say how wonderful Steve Bruce is, yeah? And because please, if you agree with us, say so, right? If Steve Bruce is that wonderful, right, and if he's done a wonderful job, why is he not being picked up by Arsenal, Man U, Celtic, all these top 6 clubs? So if any of those managers gets a sack, right, is Steve Bruce, is they going to be mentioned? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because It is just getting beyond a joke now. I think the pundits now, we need to keep their mouth shut and start saying it how it is. It's as simple as that. So Rian, again, our midfield's almost always sluggish. We need a CM. Any word on income players this window? Well, we are going to do a daily transfer update this season, right? In January, right? But my guess is it's going to be like loan buys and not permanent ones. We definitely need a left back. We definitely need 1 or 2 midfielders. One's got legs, and one it can actually create and play football to Callum Wilson with the schools. Yeah, definitely need a midfielder, and we definitely need a striker. And the reason is, if Callum gets injured, we are knackered because Joe can't score goals, Cal cannot score, Gale's too injury prone. And this is another thing. Gale is a championship player at best. Okay, he's a championship player. Jolin's not going to get much scores. Carroll's, I'm afraid he's finished. I'm afraid he's finished. So we have to watch this space. And another thing is, we do get the players in close to January. You never get them in the middle of January or early. It's always got to be late on deadline day. Not good enough. And Jane, frankly, I expect worse from this game. Vardy, Madison, and Gilsmans have the means to hurt us. I thought we are beginning to press teams, but we need to position ourselves better for the press. Well said. Russell, how are we doing, mate? You okay? Sean Longside playing a bit better. Still Matty's better of the two. Totally agree with them, mate. And Aiden, again, most of our pundits is coming in support of Bruce share the same agent. Defo link there. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Heard that last week or two. Chris Sutton, Robbie Savage, and a couple of others as well. Oh, McCoy's as well. No wonder they're bigging up Bruce all the time, even though he's doing shite anyway. It's the same voices every time. They are pumped by the agent in my honest opinion to help out Bruce. Well, I'll ask you a question. If he's at Man U, Arsenal, Celtic, or the big clubs, yeah, would they big him up? I don't think they will. They want him gone. It's like Oli, right? He's done a fantastic job in Man United, right? Joined top, yet people still want him out. Oli out. They still want him gone. Why? They think he's a PE teacher. He's done a fantastic job, Oli, for Man United. I don't care if anyone see it. I'll do the content of that very soon. And I will have me say on that. And I hope the Oli out brigade will start listening as well. So, yeah. We're talking about Sean Longstaff, yeah. I don't think he had a particularly good season at all. I really don't. He's been bottling games. His confidence is shot. But he seems to be doing okay in this game. Not spectacular, but he just gets up there at a minute. But Matty, definitely the better of the two. Definitely. But if he went to Udinese in the summer, he would have the best training over there, the best development for a couple of seasons there. And he would have gone on to a bigger Italian club. All these people say, yeah, but he's going to go to Watford. Yeah. Probably Watford couldn't afford him because they got relegated. So, did he want to go to Udinese? We're never going to know that, are we? You know? But obviously, Newcastle is his home, and good for him. So, tell us what you think of the first half, guys. And like, subscribe, and leave the comments in the comment section. And what does he need to do? Does he need to change things up? Should Almiron be taking it off in the second half and bring on Murphy? We do need a bit of injection there. So, at the minute, there's a DNA in this team. But unfortunately, there's no blueprint. I want to see some blueprint in there. That means having a settled team, having an identity. Yeah? It looks like we've got a big team, so we can change things up. But the quality is not there at the minute. And I don't like to dig out players. Needs to be said. So, still waiting for the second half to come in. Another 5 minutes or so. I hope he makes some changes as well, but I don't think he will. I've been on live for an hour and 20 minutes as well, so that's pretty good going. But I'm definitely going to ask him for someone to join my channel to do a joint show against Leeds in a couple of weeks' time. If you're on Twitter, let us know. And we do it together. And I've just noticed as well, like I said earlier, that Sky Sports keeps talking about Leicester, 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 and not one thing about us. Yeah, it just goes to show they only care about big clubs. They don't care about us anymore. About the takeover, apparently that there's been news on the takeover as well, saying that the Saudis and the Qataris, if it's rumours, could be joining forces, could be making peace. Is this true? Or is this January talk? Because every time there's a transfer window come up in January, the takeover always gets involved as well. Will it be taken over? Can you see a takeover happening this year? I think it will. I honestly think it's going to take over this year. When? I don't know. But it's still bubbling in the pipeline. So if you don't listen to NUFC Matters on a Tuesday, Steve Wraith always have Liam Kennedy together between 6 and 7 o'clock. And Liam always talks about the takeover. And he's a decent guy. Decent guy. And Russell, again, Bruce doesn't do subs, so 70th minute every single match. 70th minute, and he's a dinosaur. I told you, he's not my manager. Not my manager. Never want him in the first place. Didn't want him here. But it seems that he does this as told for Ashley. Simple as that. And he better get a new contract either. He better not. And you should get a Leeds fan if possible for the banter. Do you know what? I'd love to do that, you know. I'd love to do that. I would. But I haven't got many Leeds followers, sort of thing. That's the thing. Only one. But at the end of the day, I just think it's hard to get a Leeds fan on as well to get us a follow. So it'd be nice. But I've got to get someone on here, man, to do a live chat. It's good to do it with two, I think. Definitely do it too, but yeah. Gotta be done, baby. Gotta be done. So, and when do you think the fans will be allowed back into stadiums? Well, up Newcastle is tier 4. I always live in Newcastle. Yeah, but obviously live down south in Bristol at this moment in time, and we're in tier 3. I just hope it gets better soon. All this vaccines coming out. I hope that makes it better. If it does, then hopefully in like 6 months, 7, 8 months time, it'll be back to normal. And once we get back to normal, then we as fans can go back to football matches and stuff. So I can go to Italy as well, because I do miss Italy for Italian football games. I really do. But one day it's going to happen. So like and subscribe, and if you're new, subscribe, and you know what to do. You know what to do. And I thought Callum Wilson was quiet for me, very, very quiet. But because he's not been getting the service. If you don't get the service, then what can you do? And that's the thing. So, who do you think is going to win the Premier League this season? I said Man U. And because the league is mad. It's a mad league this season. It seems to me that no one don't want to win it. It's just a strange league. Anyone can win the game. Arsenal's getting back to it. They won the last few games. Liverpool's top of the league. Man U second. Leicester, if they win, they'll go third. Spurs are third in a minute. So, wow. What a league at the moment. That's strange. The players is just back on the pitch. Let's hope for a better 45 minutes, and I think we should do. We had to have a go at these. And let's get the 3 points. And let's get some goals as well, because you haven't scored for what? 7 hours of football? So come on, a tune. How will that tune? Having picture problems in a minute. Let's just get off. There's no changes at all from both sides. So still exactly the same size. This is the thing. We need to, when you get the bar, we need to keep the bar, not just hoof it up all the time. And every time we hoof it up, it goes to their players. Come on, John, move it. Yes, Russell, back again. I'm going to listen. Wilson very quiet, but he has nothing to put in front of him. But the players are not picking up passes, and you are sick of it. You're not the only one, mate. You're not the only one. I mean, it's just getting frustrating. He must be thinking, what am I doing? Why am I not getting the ball? What do you want us to do? And it's unfair. You got to feed him. You got to feed him with the service. Because you cannot do it on his own. There we go. Oh. But we need to get those balls. We need to play those few balls in, etc. Give them the creative chances. This is the thing. This is why we need a creative midfielder in the team in January. Even if it's on loan, get someone that can create and feed off Wilson, give him the chance that he creates. He's not getting it at all. If you have a look, Sean Longstaff should be the passer of the ball. He should be doing things like that and let Matty do all the dirty work or the donkey work, with his tensions, tacklings and stuff. Sean Longstaff should be doing that, passing through balls. That he's not that player. He's more like a cross-field passer. Oh, Jamie's away. Jamie first. Goal kick. Poor finish, man. Big chance from Vardy there. Ball's on the left. He was definitely onside. And he was left foot just couldn't wrap it around it. So poor finish. Even he's having a bad day at the minute. But again, you got to watch out for him. Go, Miggy. Oh, lucky. Oh, Miggy just tried to play football to Callum, and it just hasn't happened. The defender got in the way. This is what you got to do. I want to put Miggy as a 10, so you can play the footballs to Wilson, and hopefully I can make a chance. But again, we've got to start coming out because Leicester's having the ball again. That's better. Go on, Miggy, skill him. But, again, it's been cut out by the defenders again. That's twice now. We just get those. That's why we definitely need a midfielders play those few balls, right? Something creative, and then it'll be absolutely fine. So that's twice now. God, what ball is that? Got another one here from Aiden. Both Ashley's plane and Ruben plane left the Maldives last night to head back to the UK. Any coincidence their movements overlapped? Cans. Aiden, you know what it is, mate, right? The day we get that takeover done, right, I'm going to do some games live at St. James's Park. And do a few interviews as well if I can do it. The day that comes out, get taken over, I'll be jumping for joy, my friend. Get celebrating. But we'll just wait and see. Oh, cross coming. Oh! Dangerous cross from Yedlin. There's just no take us at the end of the day. Just watching it now. That's a better cross. That's a much better cross. Oh, so close. Missed Joe Linton and missed everyone. Still 0-0. Nils each. Yeah, just ask you a question, guys. Do you think a takeover will happen this year? Do you think it's going to happen? Because I think it's going to happen. Definitely going to happen. Even, Burnley got theirs taken over a couple of days ago. If they can get taken over, why can't we get taken over? Is it the Premier League trying to be our source again? Do they don't want us to get involved at all? Do you think like, oh, Mike Ashley should be the owner of our club, blah, blah, blah? Nah. We need a fresh start at the club. We need new owners. We need new dreams, new dawns, new ambitions, new hope. And then we as a fan base, as a club, could be happy all the way along. Got Rian again, California. So LFC isn't any faster than Liverpool. That's Leicester. Yet we look a bit frantic today. What is the difference? Surely it's not all of us missing here. Well, Rian, he's got banned. He got 5 bookings. His 5th booking of the on Wednesday night. So he got an instant ban. So yeah, we could have done him today to make things steady as well. Some to control the game in midfield. Bit of a miss today, but for me, it's a blessing because he needs a rest. He played about 6-7 games since the COVID. And that's really far over the top since the COVID, and he deserves a break. So he'll be back. Hopefully, be back next Saturday against Arsenal, or I'll still rest him for that game and then bring him back for the Sheffield United game in 2 weeks' time. So give him an extra week's rest and then get him back. So, but like I said, we need a new takeover. We need it because we as fans deserve a new dawn, deserve better than that. But Mike Ashley has destroyed everything at Newcastle. He really has destroyed a lot. And this is why we are where we are. Not because Booster said it. I'm just saying it because I'm saying it. So Newcastle is in Leicester's half and it's going all the way back. Again, this is the thing. We get into the half and just play it flipping back into our own box. I just don't understand it. That's a cracking ball there, and sure. On the left, gotta be. Oh man, good defending by Evans there. Lovely cross low on the left hand side, and it only needs a touch, but Johnny Evans in the way. Watch it again. Lovely. Oh, it's Johnny Evans again. Got in front of Wilson. Brilliant. But this is a much better game, this. Much better second half. We seem to get involved here. Been unlucky twice, but the ball's been cut off twice. Go on! He's ball watching again, isn't he? Leicester's that way. They're on the attack. Vardy on the left-hand side. That's 1-0 Leicester. James Anderson. If anyone's going to score, it'd be Leicester, to be honest with you. It's Vardy Creator from the back. God, man, just good to be. So easy, man. Absolutely shocking. Defense again. There was 4 defenders surrounded Vardy, and he couldn't even get a tackle in, man. Look at it. 4 defenders, and they allowed him to cross it. But who was marking Maddison though? Yeah, poor goal. It's a poor. Doll's going one way, and someone in front's going another way in the back of the net. Shocking defending, man. Go on. Appealing for a penalty is not. Absolute poor defending there, man. Okay, Leicester's come forward again. Cross comes over, and it's handled by Darlow. They did let it happen, mate. I mean, that goal, I wouldn't say the goal was coming, but they had the better chances. Oh, blatant foul there. Should have had a penalty. And then James signs that sinking feeling again, and Bruce is going to blame it on being too far to the pitch. Yeah, he blames just about everything, doesn't he? Or anything. What an absolute muppet that manager is, honestly. It's just a poor goal to concede. How can you allow Vardy, with 4 defenders surrounding him, allow him to get across like that? And when the balls come in, who was marking Maddison? I think you need to play. Oh, what sort of ball is that? And this stats doesn't look good on us neither. When Leicester scored first this season, they played 7 games and they won 7 of them, and they haven't lost any since they've been scoring first. And it's going to be very difficult for us to get back into this game now. Still 0-0. Oh, 1-0, sorry, Leicester. Leicester winning 1-0, sorry. This is the thing. We just don't create enough. We just don't score enough. That is the problem. And this is worrying in a minute. And if you don't score today, that'd be what, 4 games without a win and not scoring a goal? I think that's absolutely shocking. And then people are saying we drew Liverpool, right? Yeah, great result. Yeah, great result. Yeah, it was a great result, but we just don't score. Oh, this is ridiculous. It's poor defending again, man. Oh, Brian, weaved himself into the box. The cross came in and took a defending to make it for a corner. I think Leicester's going to turn the screw. They're really going to turn the screw. No tackling at all whatsoever. Now he's got to make a subs now. He's got to do something about this. I'll get Jacob Murphy on, or I'll get Drygill on now. Take off Joe Linton and take off Amir on. Goal comes in. Dealt with. Oh, that's a free kick and a booking. Miron's blatantly brought down from behind, and it's going to be the first booking of the game for Tillmans. Yeah, take it from behind. Oh, blatantly, man. That's the 4th booking for the Belgium. So what's going to happen then? How are we going to get back into this game? Is Bruce going to make an early change, perhaps? Or he's going to wait till the 70th minute to do a change? Here comes Leicester again. Can't pass the 60th minute now. Oh, Christ, giving away. Oh, that was close for Madison for a second goal. It was a lovely... Oh, it's given away by Yedlin. Poor clearance, man. Takes in, kills it, oh, just past the post. That was very, very lucky again for Newcastle. Oh, poor kick out from Carl. Poor kick out. We're under pressure here, man. Yeah, I said Leicester's turning the screw here. And hi, John. How are you doing, mate? Honestly, not sure where Joe Linton's meant to be playing. Completely out of this game. John, I totally agree with you, because I don't know myself, to be quite honest with you, in that. He had a good chance in the first half. His head was weak straight out of the keeper. But my money's on the 70th minute. Yeah. I can see that happening, my friend. It's going to happen. And the thing is, as well, what's going to happen? Who's going to change the game? Because at the minute, I can't see it. I said earlier on, there's a DNA in this team, but there's no blueprint. There's no blueprint at all. There's just no blueprint at all whatsoever in this team. Not a day. Looking on Twitter fronts here. One tweeter, I'm looking at now. I've had a lot of boost. Every game is difficult to watch, and I see no sign of progression. If anything, we're regressing. Trust the process. It's more like lost the process or regressed the process. Do you know what I mean? This manager, I'm sorry, ain't going to change a thing, honestly. And he's just getting worse and worse. But one thing I will say to you guys, Steve Bruce is definitely under pressure. He really is under pressure. And I'm getting people saying, yeah, but he's not going to sack him. Actually, won't sack him, until we're in deep relegation trouble. Well, we're in trouble at the minute. 8 points from the drop from safety is not safe at the minute. It's not. Looks like Jacob Murphy's coming on. And my money is it's going to be Almiron. Yes, it is. So I've been saying that for about 10 minutes ago. I don't think it's that great, by the way, Almiron. Not great at all. So Jibs comes on. And Shelby comes on as well. It's going to be one of the long staffs. Now it's Joe Linton. So he takes off. So work this one out, right? He takes off a striker, brings on a midfielder, and takes off a winger for a winger. Yeah? I just don't know what formation it is, man. Can someone enlighten us, please? He takes off a striker for a midfielder. We're chasing the game. I don't get out of that. I don't. I tell you what, Twitter's going absolutely mad. It'll go meltdown later. You watch. I just don't get out of that. I just don't. Newcastle's coming forward. Oh, come on, man. And another thing is, their keeper haven't had a save to make. Not one save to make in this half. Seriously. We haven't really tested him at all. Well, absolutely crap again. Got one here. The lack of any footballing identity or ambition moving forward on the pitch is what grinds us down the most. I think it grinds everyone down, mate, if I'm honest with you. And Aiden said 64 minutes and Murphy is on. Not only that, Joe Linton's off, Shelby's on as well. That means, to me, it looks like he's going to play a 5-4-1 damage limitation. He's not going for it. He's not going for it. But we've got a corner, though. That's a better corner. Much better. Over. Not over. It's cleared and it's out of the way. We're an absolute joke, honestly. He's the man of the match in a minute. In a minute. No one in a minute. No one hasn't produced any magic first yet at all whatsoever. No one. I can't think who's man of the match at all. No one at a minute. John, Steve Bruce. And every time we press, man, we just shy away from the bar. Oh, lovely skills. Lovely skills, Jacob. Brilliant. Has gone for. Where's the marking? Where's the finishing man? That cross comes in. There should be someone in that box, man, to pull it away. Lovely piece of play by Jacob, man. Cross comes in. There's no one in the box to pull it away. No one in gambling to pull it away. Game's boring at the minute. I'll tell you what, I'm not being funny, but today was shite. We're absolutely shite. Absolutely shite. You're right, no one attacking the ball. It's shocking. When that ball comes in, there's got to be someone waiting to get in the box. Someone really want that ball. It's just not happening. Better ball. Keep rolling, keep going. Never a free kick. Or is it? You've got to gamble. So I agree. Exactly, mate. It's shocking. You've got to get in there, man. You've got to dive in there. There's a tweet from Chrissy Waff, who works at Athletic, right? Listen to this tweet, and he's absolutely right. An hour's gone, and it's been a strange game. Newcastle's most promising moves came just before the Leicester goal, but the final ball really let them down. And Miron's guilty of it 3 times, Richie with another, and they were punished for it once again. He is absolutely right. So right. We get punished for our own mistakes, for our own work. Yeah, that's a good point there. Wilson constantly drifting out wide to get the ball. So frustrating. He should have to go out wide. He should be up front, waiting for the balls to be fed to him. 70 minutes gone, there's still 1-0 Leicester. How the hell did he get back into the game? Because I can't see it. Just can't see it at all. Because this manager's got to go. Get sacked, this manager. Just get him sacked. Because I'll tell you something now. We can't score goals. We can't score goals at all whatsoever. Yeah, it's Liverpool home, then Leicester home. But we can't score for love or money. Oh, they might check that, you know. They may check that. I think Yedlin handball that. But I think the check's complete. So we did have 2 strikers up front, yeah, and he's taken down to 1. That's 2-0. 2-0, game over. Tillmans. That's game over now. Missing someone to make penetration runs through the centre. There we go again. It's the midfield. It's the midfield again. So easy. Absolutely so easy. Again, the marking. Poor. Absolutely crap. So the performance on Wednesday doesn't mean now a day. We are so predictable, our team. So predictable. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Game over. And this is the thing. We don't create now. We just don't. We don't create a thing. We've been poor at it. Tillmans, Yardy, Madison, the 3 guys, I say, could hurt us. And you're correct. You're right. I can't see Leicester losing this game now. Or for the Leicester back 4 are magnificent today. Evanson, Fofana, they played really well together. Brilliant. In fact, the whole of their back 4 has been amazing. The trouble is, though, we just couldn't hurt them enough. Our midfield's overran. Our defence, again, has been absolutely crap. I mean, Damien Sharp's done his best, but come on, Howie. Someone ain't right. There you go. There's our manager. Hands in his pockets, right? Not directing the players where to go. Give over. This is the thing. As long as this manager's here, Newcastle, we're going absolutely nowhere. Yeah, Ash is a problem, but this manager's going absolutely nowhere. There's no awareness from him. There's tactical awareness from him. Absolutely not. On a positive note, that's from Jane. Thanks for doing this up. Good to have a platform to talk about the game. Not many 2 fans where I came from. Jin, where are you from, mate? Could you reply back to us? Where are you from, please? Thank you. There you go. Cross comes in. Absolutely nout. Poor cross again. And this is what I don't. This is what I don't get. Right? I mean, Dwight Gill or Andy Carroll could have come on, right? And he goes brings on Shelby. There you go. Steve Bruce just brings one of those blue chip boys onto the pitch. Yeah. I told you, the guy's finished. He's absolutely finished. That should be free, and it should have been free. It should have been free. Yeah, he was offside, by the way, but it should have been free. Top of the bar. Didn't matter. Singapore. Wow. Do you know what? I don't know what time it is there, mate, but if it's late, I suggest you go to bed, mate, because at the end of the day, we're not going to win this game. We're not going to win this game now, mate, so you don't have to, but if I was in Singapore, I wouldn't be watching it neither. I would just go straight to bed, saving the misery. But you're always welcome to come back on my channel anytime, my friend, you know? I'll just put the right song. That's better. See, look, let's have 2 chances on target. 2 chances on target, scored them both. We had one, and we hit it straight at the keeper. Poor. One shot. And this is why this is not my manager. I don't want my manager. I don't want him here. I don't. So we got to go to Arsenal next week in the FA Cup. And I'll tell you what, it's just a waste of time. You're going to get beat again anyway, let's be real. And then after 78 minutes, he decides to bring on Andy Carroll. This should have got done in the 60-odd minutes. I don't get his tactics at all. I don't. To me, is a hard watch. It's a hard watch, this game. Look at the Twitter feeds. Got Samantha here, one of my followers. She's lovely. Glad we brought Shelby on. He was instrumental in doing nothing for that goal. I tell you, Samantha, the guy's finished. I've said that. He's absolutely finished. Terrible. He's a poor player. And everyone's going to say, oh, he's a wonderful player. He could do this, do that. What's he done since he's come on? Absolutely not. Me, I'm jobbing a 0 because he hasn't done much today. So, Rian, we can't help it, but have to watch. But, Rian, I'm glad to come on my channel, mate. You're welcome to come on any channel at any time of the day because you've been fantastic for the 2 times you've been on. Jane, lads, it's not that late. Nearly 12 o'clock. Your midweek games are the worst, though. I missed a pool game, which was at 4 o'clock in the morning, your time. Wow. Appreciate you got up, man. Oh, breaking away in Newcastle. This could be a booking here. It's definitely a free kick, and the card's coming out. And no one here. It's like a C-grade horror show. You can't take your eyes off. Oh, bless. She's lovely, Rianne. She's a star. And it'd be nice to do a chat along with Rianne. That'd be amazing. Or might even talk to her after the match if I get a link up. It's 80 minutes gone. Newcastle's got a free kick just outside the box, which is floated in. Oh, we got one back. And it's Andy Carroll, 2-1. That's his first score since he returned to us last season. So it's taken him, 18 months to get the goal? It's a lovely finish as well, mind. Lovely finish. It was half cleared, but Carroll followed in the bottom corner, 2-1. But for me, it's still too little and too late. Too little and too late. Or, no, not wrong with that goal, mind. I think they might go to far. They might far this. But the goal stands. Now we've got 8 minutes to go? Plus stoppages. So we've got to press them now. We've got to press them now. That's a lovely word. Go on. Go on, go for it. That's a cracking goal on the volley. You've asked if he can get back into the game. I guess it's through set pieces. That's his first goal since April. Wait for this, guys. 2008, nearly 3 years ago. That's his first goal in 3 games? In nearly 3 years. 3 games. Where did I get that from? See him get that. Go on. Great clearance there. We scored 8 goals in the final 10 minutes, 8 times. Set pieces are the only chance over 8 hours since we scored in open play. That's a long time. There's still going to be 1 goal in 4 games. I still expect Leicester to hold it out, mind. I'm not going to be negative, but I still expect them to hold it out. Leicester's coming in. Get up, man. Get up, man. That's never a penalty, man. You should get booked for that as well. Never a free kick, man. Never a free kick. Never a penalty, neither. But we got another 5.5 minutes to go. We've still got to put the pressure on, though. We have to. Oh, what sort of ball is that, John, man? Christ! And he's down. Oh, should be a free kick there, surely. Still 2-1 to Leicester. I tell you what, though, I'll definitely go for the kitchen sink now. Just let the Leicester know at that time they're in the game. But where was that fight? Why have we got to start playing now? Why have you not done this beginning? We got some key players out as well. We got St. Maximan's out, VSR's out, Hayden's banned. I hope Jamal Lewis makes it once he gets up to speed. Because at the minute, he looks a bit lost in this league at the minute. So in Leicester's half. Don't keep holding it up like. Better, go on. Close. But it's offside anyway, so calm down. Calm it. Oh, he had more time, but it's offside anyway, so. We've got 3 minutes to go plus stoppage. I think it'd be about 4 or 5 minutes of added time anyway, so still got a fair bit. Oh, come on, man, get rid. Oh, Darlow, well saved. And that has come from a mistake and on half again. Classic Newcastle. Wait until the final 10 before we start playing well. We should be start playing well at the beginning. That's Fabian Shaw again getting robbed. Not tough the ball and nearly got paid for it. Saved off his face. Saved us this. So Leicester's corner. Headed away. Get on there, man. Just time, Jacob. Time it. Lovely skills, lad. Changed the game. He has indeed. He has changed the game first, John. He really has. But the trouble is, though, he cannot start in games, can he? But he needs to be starting in games now. Like, if he's fully fit, that place should be his. What's he going to do, John? Oh, flipping it, man. Still in the halves. Heads goes up. Come to the 90th minute. Lovely ball. Go on, where's the finish? Oh my God, man. Where's the... Someone's got in that box. Someone's got to be in that box, man. That's twice now. You've got to gamble. It's going to be a long one from Jurgen Murphy. Got to be some urgency now. Has to be some urgency. They close you down so well, Leicester, don't they? Four minutes of added time coming in. Got quite a few people watching this as well, which is good. Keep it up. People's listening to us now and like and subscribe to us. I'll try to get this channel better. I've got to get a green screen as well so I can make this, do some wicked backgrounds as well in the future. So look out for that. Leicester's half ball, trying to kill a bit of time in the corner. Couldn't do it. That's offside anyway. Then Steve is going to come on and say, oh, we did show a bit of fight later on, sort of thing. We should have showed a bit of fight way early in the game. And we didn't. This is the thing. We're so predictable now, yeah? We don't start well. We just want to sit back and sit back. And this is what happens now. This is danger first. It's Jamie on the bar. He's taken to the corner now. Still dangerous. A cross comes in. Should have been 3-1. There's no urgency at all. Middle half to go, and all they're doing is just jogging up. Just jogging up. The whole lot of us who should be sprinting up to their box, not jogging up. There's no urgency in this team at all whatsoever. Got 1 more minute to go. Everyone should be in that box. I think that's it. We're not getting the ball back coming now, like. Leicester so full of running. So full of running. That's a free kick. That's game over. That's done. So it looks like we're going to head to a defeat. So that's 2 wins in the last 10 games. That's not good enough. 2 wins in 10. For me, that's a sackable offence. Sackable offence. 94 minutes are up. That's it. We're defeated by 2-1 against Leicester. We could see it change. We could see the 2 poor goals. The first one, how did Jamie Vardy allow to cross the ball with 4 defenders surrounded him for Maddison to finish? And then the second goal, well, it's just an absolute joke again. We're in massive trouble now. I know 8 points clear for relegation, but we're in massive, massive trouble. Really are. Because Team Soros is going to pick up points. So we stay 15th. 7 points, no, 8 points for the job. We've got to play Burnley away, Brighton away, Fulham away, West Brom away, Sheffield United away in future games. But at the end of the day, if we don't pick up, sooner rather than later, we could be down there. But the first goal, man, Leicester's passing's excellent. I mean, again, look at the goals now. 4 defenders around Vardy. No one didn't pick up Maddison. And that's 1-0. The second goal, again, poor marking again. Overran in the midfield. Cross comes in. Again, it's just poor defender all around. So, another defeat. 2 in 10. We should be looking at the Leicester model, but unfortunately, we haven't got the Leicester model. We haven't got a Leicester type owner, and we haven't got the Leicester players as well. So now, this Leicester model is what we're aspiring to, not under this guy, not under Boost. And Rian said what's the difference between this game and the last game? The difference is we wanted it more against Liverpool. We put our soul and heart out. Today, we just considered 2 poor goals. And that's where we lost the game. So, who's your man on match today? And what do you think of the game? For me, I didn't think it's a good game, to be honest with you. The goals were poor. And when you play 3 centre-backs, you've got to defend better than that. And that's another thing. You don't keep enough clean sheets. And that is the problem. So, and then all this media, all this pundits are going to come up and say, but Bruce was unlucky today. He was unlucky today. No, he wasn't. He just hasn't been good enough. Again, he got outsmarted, tactic by Brendan Rodgers. And he's years ahead of him. He's elite ahead of him. So, look at the Twitter accounts here today. First of all, I'm going to look at the stats. If I can pick up the stats here. So, finished Newcastle 1, Leicester 2. And the shots, 7 shots on target, 2 on target for Newcastle. 9 shots for Leicester, 3 were on. Yep. Newcastle 367 passes to Leicester 490. And if I get the possession of football, 43% as us, 57 for Leicester. This is the thing. Again, we just cannot score goals for love or money. And we need to work on that, because you don't score enough goals, you don't win games. So, guys, tell us what you think of the game. If you leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes before I wrap this thing up. This is my second live watch-along game I've done. I'm definitely going to do it again next week against the Arsenal in the FA Cup. Let's hope for something better there. I doubt it. So, guys, tell us what you think, please, and what needs to happen. Well, look at some Twitter feeds as well. So we got one follower. We got Kelsey on the Twitter. Sean Longstaff is the slowest player ever on the pitch. Effing shite. Please don't play ever again. Yeah, he is slow, man. He is slow. And definitely not good enough at this moment. NEWC 360. Chasing effing equaliser and Cher gives you a foul in the corner. Game over. We've lost. We lost it once they scored the first goal, to be honest with you. And another Twitter. From Rob Staples. He's a decent lad. Very few positives. Better pressing at 0-0. But that stopped when the first goal went in. Especially when we were chasing it after the last few minutes. Jordy Jesus finally got a goal. There's so much work needed to improve the team. It's unreal. How Boost things were improved is beyond us. I can't wait to see his interview later while I do my post-match reaction. I'm gonna record it or I'm gonna stream it live. Ain't decided yet. So John says, struggling to stay positive, to be honest. Simply not good enough. John, I agree with you 100% there. We're not good enough. Yes, we've got key players out. Like Fiesa, say Naxaman, all the players are out. Are they going to make a difference? They could do, but is Bruce going to allow him to do it? The answer to that one is no. Because he doesn't do that, right? So, what we're going to try and do one day is speak to the fans online. And I can invite a couple of fans on there and want to hear what they got to say, which I think is good. It's just like in AFTV, interviewing. And we have another one here. John, you need to stay off the pitch. I've enjoyed it in the past, but it's time it's done. Rian, I totally agree with you, Pet. You're absolutely right. I've been saying that for months. I said that since last season. Not a fan of him, but at the end of the day, he's not good enough. He's just lazy. Absolutely lazy. And for me, I just don't think he's good enough anymore. He's not. I've not been a fan of him. I'll get rid. He's on, what's he on? 80 grand a week at Newcastle. 80 grand a week he's on. And is anyone's going to match his wages? I doubt it. He's got 2 years left on his contract after this one, mind. God forbid, man. So, yeah. Another defeat. It could have been worse. It could have been 4 defeats on the spin, but it is what it is, and don't know what to say anymore. And Cardolo, he had no chance with the goals. He cannot be blamed for either goals or blame the defence. But the second goal, where the ball was pulled back, not one of them pressed. They allowed him to shoot Tielemans. Allowed him to shoot. Yeah, I don't know what to say. And I got one, Kendall. She said on the tweet earlier on, I'm the first one to allow excuses for people, but my God, Joe Linton's first touch is up there with the worst I've seen. Well said. Got Steve Rafe. He speaks a lot of sense. Top guy. We once again saw the same effort from Newcastle team today against a very good Leicester team chasing another Premier League title. The same effort shown today in the second half of the season. We'll see Newcastle stay up comfortably. I don't see Boost leaving. We all have to accept that. What will it take for Boost to get sacked? Could it be deep in the bottom 3? Oh my God. Not good. I got another one from John. Would only keep 3 or 4 players in the starting 11. Time for a change. John, 12 players out of contract at the end of the season, mate. 12 players, man, out of contract, yeah? It's players like Savé, Arons, Lazar, Atsu, right? And the first teamers as well. They're all out of contract at the end of the season. The first 4 names I've mentioned, right? Where are they? They better be finding clubs in January. Because I'm telling you, right, they're on 40, 50 grand a week and they're not even getting the bathers. They're not even in the 25 squad. You can't force them out. But that's 6 million wasted on those players who's not getting the bathers. Unbelievable. And that's Rian. Well, I don't get the FA Cup games on the TV here, so I'll be with you next week and hopefully get a BBC radio feed. You could actually stream it live as well, Rian. If you stream it, right, if you go on to He Goes Me, right, and you can click on the game and you should be able to watch that live. So if you've got He Goes Me, you can get all the streams and links on there. So you watch it live as well, Rian. And I'll see you then. So I'll be there. So again, what can you do? And there are games you can watch as well for free. And I'm going to do a quick review of the game later on. Tell about my views of the game. I'm going to do a post-press reaction later on. And I'm going to do my player ratings. And I can guarantee you there's going to be a few who's going to be getting 4s and 5s and even 1 or 2s or 3. So I was going to say, do you think Steve Bruce should be sacked? Personally, I can't see it. I want him to go, but I can't see it, unfortunately. But we need players. We need players in the summer because we got 12 players out of contract at the end of the season. Players like Kieran Clark, Fabian Shah, Federico Fernandez, DeAndre Yedlin, those four are going to be out of contracts at the end of the season. And the ones got 12 months left on the contracts, you got players like, Drygale as well. You got players like Sean Longstaff, Matty Longstaff. Andy Carroll's going to be out at the end of the season anyway, I think. So we've got lots of players out. Loads. So there you go. Right, guys, I've got to wrap it up now. Okay. So I've got to say thanks so much for watching this again. It's been absolutely amazing. And if you like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. You can always tweet us at John_NUFC42. It's in the link. And I'm going to do another one on, I don't know what it's Ask Game next week. I should go on YouTube and remind people that I'm going to be back. Yay! And hopefully, our team make a better effort. And as for John, can't see Bruce actually leaving. Can only hope we stay up. We're going to have to accept it. I just can't see Bruce going. I like him to go, but I just can't see him. Because Ashley will not sack him. He won't sack him now. But when you get the bottom three or close to the bottom three, he should be done. And then Jane, thank you so much. See you around on Twitter on here, my friend. Jane, you're welcome to my channel anytime, mate. Anytime. And we're going to try and do a joint one or do the Arsenal game and then try to work it out. And yeah, it's good to have you on there. But guys, I'm going to go. And it's been fantastic and amazing for joining me chats. Thanks for the fun and games. And thanks for coming and watching my channel. Please continue to do so. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And wherever you are, whether in the UK, California, Singapore, anywhere over the world. Until then, enjoy the weekend. I'll see you back for the Arsenal game. Catch you later. Ta-ra.